Live streaming is on.
All right. So here we go. All right. So you can see my screen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So every day when you get on Fiverr, you see where it says currencies, cryptos, commodities, stocks, and all that.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, you can mute it. You can mute it.
Okay.
And then you wanna what I'm saying, you wanna go through all your pairs and just put a star by the pairs that look overextended like this. You see what I'm saying? Just make sure they overextended. Then just put a star by them. So put
Does
a star. It's gonna put them on the top of your screen, so you can go back and click on it.
okay.
And make sure
Does
they're at
that
92%. Don't trade these pairs. Huh?
but like the overextended? Does that mean like it has to be like how that's all green right there? Can it have red in it and still be overextended like that? Like
No, I mean, yeah, but you want to see all green like that. Because if you start to see like the next candle to the right of this, that means it's like it'd be too late to my liking.
okay, I got you.
So I just scan through them. Let me see, can I find a good discount period? And I just go through them quick. And you see how I'm starting on the 1 hour? I just go through them quick. I'm making sure because the name of the game is, sell high and buy low. So that's why I be emphasizing make sure the pair is overextended. I don't like that one. All right, so let's just forget that. Let's just go up this one. And let's see, you want to zoom out? You can, I like to start off on the 1 hour, but to really see where you really at, you can go to the daily just to see where you at on the bigger picture. All right, so that's a nice leg up. So let's go over to this price action to the left. All right. So you see this area right here, this build up right here. You know, let's go back here. So let's see. Okay, let's start right here. So, say for example, price is at a premium, meaning it's overbought. You see this crazy build up. This the 1 hour time frame. You see this crazy build up, like it's accumulating orders. It's accumulating orders. You know, big money or smart money. They can't trade like how we trade. They have to, what I'm saying, depending on what price is currently at, if it's at a premium, they are in, they taking profit on on their buys because they bought down here. Big money bought down here on these buys down here. So now they on a profit taking phase on their buys when price get to a premium. And you see how prices got stuck in this area in this whole box. It's just stuck. They're accumulating a lot of orders. They enticing all these people to buy. They enticing you to buy, buy at a premium high. And big money is just absorbing all that liquidity, like reeling you in, and they getting ready to, they taking profit on their buys. Now they getting ready to sell, to take price down to a cheaper price. That's how the algorithm is coded. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you want to follow it. If you know prices at a premium, you got to wait for this build up to get. You got to give yourself a 2 hour wait. Like I'm waiting. I'm sitting on my hands for hours, at least 2 hours. If I know price is expensive, I'm waiting. You know, I start on the 1 hour and then I go straight down to the 1 minute. If I know prices are overbought, I'm going straight down to the 1 minute, and I'm sitting on that 1 minute, and I'm just letting it do all this playing around. I'm letting price just build up. The algorithm is building up for that next big move every time. So every time you see this consolidation, these big consolidations like this, you can't be quick to press this green and red button. You see what I'm saying? You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Like, let me show you this. You see all these greens? I'm waiting. I am waiting. I'm waiting to win. I'm waiting to win. You can't be quick to press this button. You gotta wait. I be emphasizing that. And then, so once accumulation got done, then you got that expansion down. Big money, they drop taking price down to a cheaper price. So everybody that's buying down here, they got like a 4 hour expiration. See how I say 4 hours? And they was holding their buys right here. You know, they can't do nothing until their time expires. So as price, say for example, it accumulated and reversed it on them, and they still had an hour left. Well, now they finna lose. Price came below their entry and some. Now they hold and drawdown. So once price dropped down to a discount, that means you want to look for a buy on a smaller time frame. You see what I'm saying? So it's like saying when price is in a premium, you want to sell at a premium high when accumulation is done. When accumulation is done, then you want to get your entries on the high end of that accumulation on a smaller time frame. You want to get your entries on the high end of this. You see what I'm saying? Trying to get your entries up here.
You said when price comes to a discount, look for a buy.
Yeah, when price is at a discount, you want to look for a buy setup on a smaller time frame. And then you got to look left to get right where the money is. So say for example, you was buying over here. You got to look left where the money is. You remember I was showing you that liquidity? You got to have a reason for price to go up. Where the stop loss is at? Where the money is? See this little wick right here? See, that's why I like Trading View better. I can draw it a lot easier than this. But you see these little wicks to the left? Let me just delete this one. So say, for example, you got your buy entry right here on the gap play. Where the money at? Look left to get right. It's like we're predicting the future. But when price get to a premium, you want to look for a sell setup on a smaller time frame. Because you know the algorithm, you know how it's coded. We following big money. We following big money on these buys when prices are going up. And we following when prices in a premium. We following that back down. We following big money. Because they the ones who move price like this. We can't, you see how far that went down? We can't do that. We cannot do that. We are consolidation. We are that build up, that trap money. You see what I'm saying? So same thing, premium. So it's like saying sell at an old high. When price get down to a discount, you want to buy at an old low. Only when accumulation is done. You see what I'm saying? So you see this build up after a strong decline like this, it's going to take hours for price to build back up for that reversal. You see what I'm saying? It's going to take hours for it to build back up. So from a strong decline, you know prices at a discount. Now it's accumulating. It's accumulating. Big money is taking profit on their sales when price get down to a discount. Now they, enticing you to sell. They're enticing you to sell. They're enticing you to sell, and then when accumulation gets done, now they're getting ready to, you know what I'm saying? They're getting ready to buy. You see what I'm saying? You have to wait for that you have to wait for that build up to get close to being done. That's why, we guessing on this accumulation being done, but that's why I'd be like, you gotta give yourself 2 hours of letting price going, do what it do, like go up or down, that build up. You giving yourself time for price to build up. It's all about knowing where you at. If you know prices at a premium, eventually it's gonna go back down to a cheaper price. When price get down to a discount, when it's done accumulating, eventually it's gonna go back up to a higher premium. You see what I'm saying? But you have to wait. You can't be quick to rush these buys or sales, because if accumulation isn't done, you're gonna lose every time. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna lose every time. You're gonna be trapped in consolidation. So you see this right here. This was accumulation to go higher. Look at this right here. Same thing. You see this build up? The algorithm is constantly building up for that big move every time. See that build up price, even though it was at a discount right here, it accumulated to go higher. This right here is just another reaccumulation. Like it's building up, meaning like it's building up to go higher. Like if price has a higher objective, if it has a higher target, you got to always look left to get right. Who in the money? When price was selling off right here, you see my cursor? When price was selling off right here, who was in the money? Sellers rate. So when price accumulated to go higher, it's filling in all these gaps right here. You remember I was talking about these gaps? Price filled in all these gaps. Now who in the money now? Sellers right here, here, all these little old highs, these little wicks. So when price was building up, it was accumulating to go higher. You see this little line? Let's put it right here. Where you see this little line, how it came back to our entry in the future to the right. What's this above this little high right here? Money. This high right here, money, that premium high. And then if you go to the right, see how it just shot right through it? Big money, they wiped the board. Price has been selling price down just to buy it back up, to take out all the people that's trying to follow them, or that's just holding their winning positions. They taking it all back. They wiping the board. You know what I'm saying? They greedy with it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we trying to figure out. But we using premium and discount and reading these accumulations to see where's price building up for. You see what I'm saying? So even though prices now you can buy in a premium only if prices is accumulating to do so. So you see how this is where the bulk of all that buying started from down here. And you see where we at right now. It's expensive, huh? But you, like, on the 1 hour, if you know it's at a premium price and it's building up like this, go down to go down to the 1 minute. You reading this build up. Like we want price to accumulate, like build up to go down. We want this reversal. But if the trend is strong like that, price is probably accumulating, like building up to go higher. You see what I'm saying? That's your job. You got to figure out. So once you get your higher time frame direction, you're gonna go down to the smaller time frame and wait and see if it lines up, with your direction. But if it doesn't do that, you can ride the trend. But it's a short-term play because the real move is the sell. You see what I'm saying? The real move is this premium play. So if you're gonna buy at a premium, you only can buy if it's accumulating to do so on this build up. And you got to keep it short term because the real move is the sell. Because prices overall is in a premium on the 1 hour. You see what I'm saying? So everybody let me do it like this. Everybody that was buying at this little line, this little retail support in this consolidation, They better have their they better have the correct expiration time. You know, when price bought up like this, because it just went up to a higher premium and then it just tanked, taking all this back. You see what I'm saying? Because this is where all the money was at, all this liquidity right here, and you see how they just wiped them out. Price is going back down to a cheaper price. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. See how it just sold all off? They wiping the board. They 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 repeat this cycle over and over again. You see what I'm saying? All right. So you read the next build up. So you see where the book all that selling started from at that premium high. This is where the book all that selling started from. But you always gonna get your entries on a smaller time frame. Let me see. Can I show you this entry up here? Since we're looking at it, let me see if I can show you. And you know, price is fractal. What you see on a higher time frame is what you see on the smaller time frame, like the 1 minute and on down. So yeah, don't get that confused. It's all the same. It's just more candlesticks. All right, so let me go back. Let me just try 3 minutes. See, can you see it?
I don't know why, but I think the screen just froze on my side. I don't know if I have to get off and rejoin again.
Yeah, jump off and join back.
All right, let me see.
All right. So you see this premium high. So when price got to, if price is, trending like that, let it keep going. But you reading this build up. This will like accumulate, like it's building up to go higher. So you just reading that build up. So it went up to a higher premium still with enticing you to buy. Enticing you to buy. And then you see all that's volume down, price accumulated again, enticing you to buy one more time. And then, take a couple chances on this premium. Because prices overbought or overextended. Where the money at? The money is down here. Right below this wick. Or this low. These lows right here. Prices overbought. We trading our edge. This is our edge. We selling high. They enticing you to buy at this high. They enticing you to buy at this high, and then price reverse on you. The trend is your friend until the price reverse on you. You know what I'm saying? And you see how they just sold off. Where is it going? Look left. Look left to get right. It's like we're predicting the future. And you see how price was just, enticing you to buy one more time, and then it just started breaking down, making lower highs and lower lows. It's dropping down to a cheaper price. You see what I'm saying? And sniper entry would have been way up here because price is overbought. You see what I'm saying? It's overbought. You muted if you're talking. So you see how it's dropping down to a cheaper price. Let me go back to this. You sound far away. And you see how it's, you know, dropping down to a cheaper price. It's just falling off the cliff. Why is it falling off the cliff? Because price is expensive. That TV that you wanted, it was like 50K up there, that premium high with that blue line there. Would you buy that premium high? Knowing that TV 50K? No, I wouldn't. But everybody else in the world would. You know, they would have been like, I know price was going about, I know it's going up. And they bought in up here late. You see what I'm saying? They buying at a premium high or old high. You know, they chasing these moves. They should have got this buy down here. They chasing this move up, even when it's at its highest point. They still chasing it, not knowing that big money taking profit on their buys, and price is finna drop down to a cheaper price, and they finna, you know what I'm saying, repeat this cycle. So now whoever had bought up here at this premium high, they in hella drawdown. They in hella drawdown. And you see how I just tanked on their head? They probably blew their whole account. So it's dropping all the way back down to a cheaper price. Now let me show you this buy down here. That was the sale. And look at that. We did all that surgery on the smaller time frame. Sniper inch with his little blue line there. And you see price sold off. It's an explosive move. When accumulation is done, it's an explosive move down. You know, you just gotta wait for it. And from a strong decline like this, it's gonna take a while for price to build back up to go higher. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be patient for the buys or the sales. You gotta wait. You can't be quick to push that button because you see one little leg going up. It's not done. It's not done. It's not done. It has to build up. They enticing people to sell at a discount. They enticing you to sell. They enticing you to sell. You see all this momentum down. You know what I'm saying? But you want to get your entries on a smaller time frame. So this is my focus down here. So I'm letting doing all that playing around. I'm zooming in on this lowest point down here. I'm zooming in on it. So I go 1 hour. If I know prices at a discount, see how we on the 1 hour? I'm going straight down to the 1 minute. And I'm trying to see where can I get in on this discount play. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to see where can I headshot it. So I can maximize my profit. Trying to get them good entries. Because, you know, pocket dices, we've been on time. We've been on time. So your entry is very important on here. If you have a bad entry, that can be the reason why you lose a trade. You see what I'm saying? I don't like how this price action look on this discount leg. Let's see what the 5 minute look like. Like you see how that just slipped and sold off like that? See this little area right here? What is this right here? See this little gap? Let's see, can I stretch it out? Alright. So now check this out right here. So you see how price when it was just selling off? It's creating a range of accumulation or consolidation. So it's like, you know, it's creating a range. So it's like this the low. And you see, you know, they enticing you to buy early. They enticing you to buy early. They enticing you to buy. It's gone. They enticing you to buy. They enticing you to sell. All these buyers and sellers, they getting trapped. They getting trapped, not knowing that prices accumulating. Like for everybody that that's that's buying right now, they buying. They are right, but you got to be. We waiting for big money to get in. You see what I'm saying? You can't. That's why I be like, you can't be quick to press this button, buy or sell, because you see this little open little gap down here. So they letting you get in, thinking it's finna go, and where the price come back down to? See how it just slipped, and people was probably spamming right here, like thinking it's ready, and it just sold off. You see how aggressive that just sold off? Because there was so many people trying to buy, so many people trying to buy. All this liquidity over here below all these little lows, even this low. All these people was buying. And you see how price just slipped down to this gap. Go back to the left. Slip back down to this little gap. And then we got a nice little reaction after that. You see that? After we stopped all these people out in the accumulation, now price is ready to rally now. So all these people that got trapped on these buys, when prices drop down like this, now they trying to chase this. They trying to chase it. They're like, damn, I don't think price ready to go up now. Now they selling, like they chasing this sale, They spamming, trying to make their money back. They trap money now. These people up here, they got the direction right. They just weren't patient enough to wait for big money to get in on this buy. And then look, where did they go to? What's this above this little high right here? See that? Just a bunch of money. Where did price go to? Went straight to this line, then. So once they get you trapped on these sales, they buying down here, right below this little wick. Big money gonna always get the best entry. And this is that proof. You see all this volume getting behind the move? This is that proof. Big money got behind the move. And then look at this. Once price took that high out to the left, see this reaccumulation right here? What is it building up for? You got to ask yourself, what is price building up for? Do they have more targets to the upside? Or is price accumulating to go down? Because it's at a 5-minute little premium right here in the middle. Because this is where all that buying started from. So we are at a 5-minute premium. But what is this build up telling you? Is it making higher highs and higher lows? Is it like building up to go higher? That's your job. Or is it accumulating to go down to a cheaper price? That's what you got to figure out. And you see how it accumulated to go higher? Price probably had a higher objective. Price tells a story. It's your job to figure that out. What is it saying? Where the money at? Where is big money trying to take price to? Who is in profit? You got to ask yourself all these things. Who in profit right now? And then that's a nice leg up. All you got to do is catch you a nice leg, try to hit your goal every day, and be done. Price accumulated to go higher. When this build up got done, then you see this explosive move up. You're trying to get in on the low end of this, like before it break out. So you're trying to buy in like right here on the low end of this. If you think it's accumulating to go higher, you still want to buy low on it. You see what I'm saying? And then price is going up to a higher premium. A little bit, go see where we at. You see what I'm saying? So it's just telling the story, but for me, all these are just examples. I'm focused on these pairs that, let me go back to the 1 hour, that are overextended. You see what I'm saying? But if you know how to read price action, you can, snipe that buy right here. Snipe this reaccumulation buy right here. And then all this is just reaccumulation to go higher. You see what I'm saying? You got to know how to read this price action. So you see how now look at this. This is the 4 hour. Oh, snap. So you see all this what I was just showing you, like it's like we back testing. So it's like saying buy down here on a smaller time frame, sell up here on a smaller time frame, buy down here on a smaller time frame. If 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 the accumulation is telling you to buy, you know, if it's accumulating to go higher, buy right here on the smaller time frame. Where the money at? Look left to get right. We are predicting the future. When price got to a premium on a smaller time frame, you see the little blue line on the smaller time frame, price accumulated to go down. Where the money at? You got to look left to get right. Big money is wiping the board. Buy down here on a smaller time frame, buy down here on a smaller time frame. If price is accumulating to do so, so where's price currently at? It's at a premium right now. So this is my focus right now. If it's overextended like that, I'm zooming in on this area. Let me see, can I find it? I'm zooming in on this area right here. Because it's overbought. It's overbought. That's the 1 hour. So you see how it's rejecting right now? You see how that green candlestick rejecting right now? I don't like it no more. Let me tell you why. Because when I go straight down to the 1 minute, it's like it done sold off already. You see what I'm saying? Like I try to catch it at its highest point, but sometimes you ain't gonna be able to do that. But this looks it still look good. I thought it wasn't gonna look that good. It still look good though. It's still building up. But is it ready for that premium sale? You see what I'm saying? You gotta read this. You can't be quick to press that button because you think it might be ready. You gotta give yourself, like as soon as you get on that pair, you gotta give yourself a 2 hour window of waiting. You see what I'm saying? Where the money at? We know prices at a premium because we was on the 1 hour. Because we was on the 1 hour. So you see these lows, where the money at? You want to mark these up. Mark these lows up. All this liquidity to the downside. Who was in profit? Buyers are in profit. Buyers are in profit. Buyers are in profit. So when price get to a premium, we want to see price accumulate to go down. This could be it. It could be ready to slip and break all the way down. But you gotta wait though. We're trying to see. You gotta figure it out. Price can price can accumulate to go higher right now. You see what I'm saying? And take out this little old high. So you can't be quick. We waiting. Let me go back to the 1 hour so you can see and zoom it out. So you see how expensive price is? That's why we're looking for a sale. This is where the book all that buying started from, way down here. All that buying started way down here. And you see where we at. That's the 1 hour. All right, so when I go to the 1 minute, I know price is overbought. I'm just waiting for the smaller time frame to align with the higher time frame. Because we know it's expensive. Eventually price is going to drop down and go down to a cheaper price. See these lows? Eventually it's going to break down. It's like wind though. So I'm giving myself a 2 hour waiting window and I'm waiting patiently. Let me show you this. I'm waiting patiently to win. See all these over here? I'm waiting. I'm waiting to win. You gotta wait if you want to win. Now let me show you this right here. and I'm just alternating going down through my time frames, 30 second, 15 second. I'm reading this accumulation. I'm trying to see what is price building up for. I know price is expensive. I'm just waiting for it to catch that expansion down. Whatever time frame is the cleanest to me, 1 minute and on down, that's the time frame that I play. So you see all these people pressing the red button, they buying and selling. You know, price ain't gonna move. All right, so always remember this: price isn't going to move until accumulation is done. So all these people that's pressing the button right now, they guessing. You know what I'm saying? That's that's why everybody losing on pocket options. They quick to press that button just to make their money. They trying to, you know, they trying to get paid. You ain't gonna get paid if you don't know what it's building up for. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a waiting game, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for all these people to lose in this area. Waiting for all these people to lose because I want price to tank because it's overbought. So you got to be patient. Just wait for everybody to lose. Once they accumulate, once big money accumulate enough buyers at this premium high, buyers, and then eventually it's gonna reverse and go down. So I'm waiting for everybody to lose first before I jump in. I'm not quick to press that button like them because I know what's going on behind the scenes. It's just a waiting game. You see what I'm saying? So I do this on every single pair that I add to my favorite list. Make sure they say 92%. Don't trade these with these low percentages. And as soon as I win off this one, I'm going to the next one, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm marking I'm waiting for this accumulate. If it's in a premium, I'm waiting for price to accumulate, to build up, to go down for their reversal, or vice versa. If price is at a discount, I'm waiting for price to finish accumulating at that discount low to go higher. I'm waiting for that reversal. You see what I'm saying? So you see how it's like it's trying to push. Is that it? We don't know. It can act like it can entice you to sell and then buy all the way back up. You see what I'm saying? You got to be patient with this. This could have been the play right now. You see what I'm saying? That could have been it. I rather for you to wait 2 hours and miss the move versus you get into early and you lose. You see what I'm saying? You lose in this consolidation. So that's why I'd be like, you gotta wait. If it leave without you, just let it go. As long as it go your direction, and you know what I'm saying, just go. It's 250 pairs on here. I guarantee you can find something that's overbought or oversold. Just wait for another reversal. You see what I'm saying? And you see all these people, they just chasing, and we want to see price to go down. We want to see price going down. Yeah, I only do 10-minute trades. 10 minutes only. It's do or die with 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Now sometimes I do 5 minutes. Like if you're doing crypto, it's gonna automatically put your timer at 5 minutes. You can't do 10-minute expiration on crypto. So it's yeah. If I'm doing crypto, it's 5 minutes. If it's what they call it, if it's crypto, I mean crypto currency or stocks, yeah, it's 10 minutes. So it's just a waiting game. See how it's just like buying back up. It probably wasn't it, but let's see. Because all pocket options is it's like accumulation. Like it's always building up for that big move. They trying to get as many big money, trying to get as many people as they can on the wrong side of the move, and then it's gonna start expanding down or buying up. So you gotta be patient with these build ups. Long as you got your higher time frame direction, you know what to wait for on the smaller time frame. The smaller time frame just got to catch up to, to a line for it to move. So always keep that in the back of your mind when you're looking at these accumulations. You got to ask yourself, what is price building up for? Let's see what this. Yeah, if you got some more questions, you can write them out. We want to see this thing go down, or is it done building up? It might want to entice people to buy again. You know what I'm saying? We reading this. Let me go back up to the 1 hour so you can see how that candlestick turn red. And with this accumulation, you want to sell on the high end of it. Like let's say for example, you see it building up. You see it building up. You're trying to catch it before it break down like this. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to get in before it break out of the consolidation range. You're not trying to catch it when it's going like all the way down here. It's too late. You see what I'm saying? Let me zoom it in so you can see it. You're trying to let me do it like this. You're trying to catch it before it breaks out. You're not trying to. You're not trying to. You still want to sell high with it. You're not trying to sell down here, and you see how price. Let me take this off. And you see how price is above your entry. You selling at a low right now at a 1 minute little discount. You see what I'm saying? You still want to sell high. You know, because if you sell down here and it come back to your entry, you know what I'm saying, or down here, now you gotta wait. You really gotta wait. Now, say for example, you lose this trade. You know, you lose your 10-minute trade right here, and it just keep buying up. All right, don't beat yourself up about that. You know, losses are a part of the game. You know, I look at losses like this. If I lose this trade right here, you know, I just, you know, I just be thinking like, okay, price ain't ready to move yet. It's not done accumulating. I need to wait a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? So don't beat yourself up about, you know, you're losing a couple of trades. You're gonna lose a couple of trades, but the name of the game is can you end the day in green though? Can you end the day in green? And when I see this, I might test it out with 1 or 2 entries. If I think it's, you know, ready to move, I might test it out 1 or 2 times. Uh, and then if I really think it's ready to move, I might press the button 10 or 20 times. And, you know, I'm betting on price to go down to a cheaper price. Only if I think it's done accumulating. If I let it build up for a while, then I press that button to catch that nice leg down within 10 minutes. So you gotta, get used to looking at these charts in this way, sitting on your hands and really waiting, reading these, what is price building up for. because it take time for price to break down. Especially if it's trending like that, it take time. So you gotta really sit on your hands and be patient. Yeah, yeah, it probably is. But it take time for price. They trying to get a trick as many people as they can, then it's gonna go. So it just take time. You can't be quick. You're gonna be trap money. You gotta be very patient with this. We waited for their reversal. Like you see these little wicks above our entry, price can take all this back because who in private sellers, sellers, sellers. It can take all this back if it want to and make a new higher high. It can take all this back if it want to. If it's not done, if it has a higher objective, it can take all these winning people out if it wanted to. But we want to see it go down. Is it done accumulating? But these ranges do be kind of crazy sometimes. But just be patient and wait for it to, what I'm saying. They just need a lot of liquidity on the wrong side of the move, and then it's gonna go. And I just sit on my hands, and you see how we're looking at this. This how I be just watching it, trying to just, what I'm saying. This how I be watching. I know the direction. I know where it's supposed to go. I'm just waiting for that reversal. Every day I'm waiting for it, letting everybody lose. Eventually, the trend is gonna reverse. It's like wind, though, just like that gap fill. See this little gap right here? See that little gap? Price can potentially buy all the way back up just to fill that in. You know what I'm saying? But you see how it's building up. It's building up. It's building up for the next big move. That's what we're trying to figure out. And you see how everybody just pressing that button. They don't know where they at as far as price action. They guessing. We don't guess. We know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? We know what's going on. We just waiting for the smaller time frame to align with our higher time frame direction. But you see how that look at all them people pressing that button. They just giving their money away. You know what I'm saying? Just giving it away. Just because they see a little momentum, as far as on the candles, they just giving their money away. They better hope they got the right expiration time. Look at how they just spamming that button. They just donating their money to the broker, and the broker just paying out. They just paying me out. You see what I'm saying? They just paying us out. So that's very important. You see how we waiting? I ain't pressing no buttons. Cause this price can play around like this all day. You see what I'm saying? Just go sideways moving, not doing nothing. So it's very, very important sitting on your hand. It just take time like that. Take time. Let all these people lose because we waiting for that reversal. Price can be accumulating. All this can be like a crazy accumulation to go higher. It's either gonna accumulate to go up, or it's gonna build up to go down for that reversal that we want. That's what you got to figure out. So once it reaches the yeah, now you can because you always want to sell at that highest point. You see what I'm saying? Everybody trying to they sold like right here in the middle, and you see this area still open. Potentially you can enter a sale at that gap up there, but once just let price get if it get there to that gap, just don't press the button. Just wait and see what it how price reacts in this area when it come back to it, because it can just shoot up through this blue area and just keep trending. You see what I'm saying? But that's smart that wait for price to go to a higher premium to look for a sale instead of being trapped down here where everybody else is. Now, time and price is very important. Like I be looking, the best time to trade pocket options is during London session or New York. I'm looking for setups within London, or New York or both of them. From two to lunchtime, it's the best time to trade pocket options. Every day, because those two sessions are very volatile. But right now, the afternoon session, I mean, it's still moving. Like if you wait, you know, once you get your higher time frame direction and you're waiting for that reversal on a smaller time frame, if you let it build up enough, you still can't win. Like right now, even though it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, you still can't win. But it might not be volatile, but you still can't win though. But I mostly trade during the London and New York session because like if you trading right now, it's just consolidation. You might see some good moves though, some good overextended pairs that look good, but it just mostly just build up sideways movement. It ain't doing nothing. Just they enticing you to buy, enticing you to sell, enticing you to buy. It's just trap money. Enticing you to sell, enticing you to buy, sell, buy. It's building up. You see how it's just going sideways. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. It's creating a little range. But we know where we at. We just waiting for this thing to finish going sideways, and we're gonna catch that expansion every time. You see what I'm saying? And you can tell when it's ready, when the volume gonna start picking up. When it's ready to break out that accumulation or that sideways movement, the volume is gonna pick up. It's gonna slip out of this range, and it's like wind though, but the volume gonna start picking up. Once it's enough trap money at this premium high, then price gonna move. Big money is just accumulating a lot of orders right now. So it's like price is just stuck right there. They trying to see which way they gonna take it. My thing is, since volume is going to get higher, how do I know e- exactly when to get in? If see, all it is if you know prices at a premium, you just want to sell on the high end of it. You know what I'm saying? Try to sell on the high end of it and just catch the expansion down. But as long as you got your higher time frame direction and you waiting for the reverse on the smaller time frame, we just reading this build up. But eventually this build up is gonna fail, or you know what I'm saying, you know, or buy up. That's what we just waiting for. So it's like you see these little lower highs, all these lower highs, prices failing to make a new higher high. These little failure swings, that can be another indication that it's getting ready to go down. If it's failing to break a, what I'm saying, make a new higher high. See like lower high, lower high. It's like the volume starting to, yeah. See how it's trying to break down. So say for example, we got our entry right here, and you see what price currently at. It's cash money in 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? We sold on the high end of the on this accumulation. We sold on the high end of it, and look at this. It came back up close to our entry, and then look at it. You see how it just slipped up out of there. What's this below this little low money? And all you need is like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. See how I just slipped up out of that? Our entry would have been like right here. You want to sell in on the high end of it. Once you think this build up is done, you want to sell on the high end of it. Not like down, like way down here or what price currently at. Because you see where it says M1 right here? It's at like a little 1 minute little discount. If you selling way down here, you kind of missed the move. You want to sell high or you want to buy low. You see what I'm saying? So if you got your entry somewhere up here, you have nothing to worry about. Only thing you have to worry about is your time, your time going down on the trade. So that's why I do 10 minute trades because I'm expecting a big move down, like a big reversal. So I'm giving myself time to win versus you doing a 1 minute trade. You know, you probably still could have cashed out on this leg in 1 minute, but it sometimes those smaller expirations it just be too close. So I like to give myself time to win. A lot of time to win. 10 minutes. Because I'm expecting a big move down, like a big reversal. Because we know how the algorithm is coded. You see what I'm saying? With this premium and discount. Like, like especially if it's overextended. Like, let me go back up so you can see. Like, if I zoom it out, it's zoom it all the way out. Go back to full screen. Like, especially if it's over. So you see, this is where all the bulk of the buying started from, and you see what price is currently at. It's super over bought. So when we go down to the